Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. All right, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. So we are on Thanksgiving night. Everything, all the turkey's done, ham's done, everything's done. You're just chilling out. Figure we go ahead and realize it is 87 days away from the 2024 Daytona 500, the great American race where common men do uncommon things. Little shout out there to the late Ken Squire for those two remarks. All right, 87 days away. We're going to profile car number 87, NASCAR Cup Series, NASCAR Xfinity, NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. Actually, a lot of stats for a number like 87, and like we've kind of looked at from 104 to now. 88 probably had the most stats so far, most wins, 12 all time, and some of them had no wins. But you know what? We have some wins here in the number 87 Cup Series. 781 starts, 27 wins, 185 top 5s, 285 top 10s, 428 top 20s, and 26 poles. On the Xfinity side, 537 starts, 19 wins, 85 top 5s, 141 top 10s. On the truck side, 110 starts, 1 win, 5 top 5s, and 9 top 10s. So Joe Nemechek leads the way in the truck series, 39 starts, 3 top 5s, 5 top 10s. Followed by Chris Jones, 32 starts. The late John Nemechek, not John Hunter. John, this is John Hunter's uncle, which is Joe's brother. 15 starts, 2 top 10s. He's actually the reason I became a fan of the family of Joe and John Hunter, because I met John back in 1996, his only race at Heartland Park, Topeka. My first truck race. I was walking through the garage area, and I was over by a fence, kind of beyond the backside of the garage area, and was watching trucks go by the track. And it was right outside the garage. It was one of the turns. I think it was the access road. I'm not sure. But the guy walks over the fence, and there's a truck sitting probably 200 yards away, 100 yards away. He walks over the fence. He goes, "Hey, can you do me a favor? Hand me that garden hose over there." I'm like, "Yeah, sure, man. What's up?" So I put the hose to the fence, the ceiling fence, and turn it on for him. He gets all done doing what he was doing. He comes over and goes, "Hey, can you turn it off for me?" "Yeah, sure, no problem, man." So turn it off. He walks back over with a photograph. One of the 8x10s, autographed. It was John Nemechek. I'm like, "Holy dude, this is you." He's like, yeah, man. Thanks again. I'm like, "Hey, you're welcome." We lost him in that truck race, I think, 2099, something like that. I was over to Joe Finn, and then when John Hunter came up, I'm like, "John Hunter Nemechek? That can't be John's son, is it?" And I realized it was Joe's son, but he's named after his uncle. I'm like, I'm an instant fan. Conrad Burr, 5 starts. Ron Fellows. Now, this was in a Joe Nemechek truck. 4 starts, 1 win, 2 top 5s, 2 top 10 on the road courses. Back in that era, like 90s, 2000s, mid 2000s, we had these, quote, road course ringers come in and run just the road courses. Ron Fellows was one of those. One expert Trans Am road racer. Alright, in the Xfinity side, Joe Nemechek leads the way, 408 starts, 16 wins, 74 top 5s, 126 top 10s, and a championship. Ken Conway, 14 starts. David Ruderman, Ruderman, 12 starts, 2 top 5s, 2 top 10s. Steve Jarvis, 10 starts, 1 top 10. This is just in the number 87. Kyle Busch, 7 starts, 2 top 5, 3 top 10. Josh Ream, 7 starts. Ron Fellows, 5 starts, 3 wins, 4 top 5s, 4 top 10s. Again, road course ringer there. And then on the Cup side, the number 87, NASCAR champion, NASCAR Hall of Famer, NASCAR 75 greatest driver, Buck Baker leads the way. 419 starts, 26 wins, 166 top 5s, 253 top 10s, and 25 poles. Followed by Joe Nemechek, 222 starts, 1 top 5, 6 top 10. Buddy Baker, Buck's son, 38 starts, 9 top 5s, 14 top 10s. Randy Baker, which I think is Buddy's brother, 13 starts. Leroy Craig, 9 starts. Neil Castles. I've seen this name come up a lot in some of these videos. I'm actually going to do a video on him, look some more stuff up, kind of learn about him. 6 starts, 2 top 5s, 2 top 10s. And then Jim Pascal, 5 starts, 1 win, 3 top 5s, 3 top 10s, and a pole. Speedy Thompson, 5 top 5s, 5 starts, 1 top 5, 1 top 10. As much history as I've looked up, and I talked about this in the video about Buck Baker and the video about Herb Thomas, he drove for Carl Kiekhaver in 55, I think it was. He's the one, Speedy Thompson, who caused the accident that basically ended the career of Herb Thomas. The big bad wreck that he had, and he almost, I think he had a couple of races after that, but not many. Speedy Thompson, driving for Carl Kiekhaver, who was teammates to Buck Baker at the time, is who caused that accident. So every time I hear his name or think, I was like, Speedy Thompson, that's the guy that caused the accident there. And a lot of that I actually got from Lost Speedways with Michael Dillner and Dale Jr. That's on Peacock. And then Ron Fellows, 5 starts, 1 top 5, and 1 top 10. That's the one thing, doing the research and learning the history of NASCAR through the car numbers and seeing some of the drivers who drove these car numbers and looking up stories and looking up things about the history and kind of understanding, in the mid-50s, the Carl Kiekhavers of the world was today's Rick Hendrick. There are things that went on then that wouldn't happen now and vice versa, but that is an era of this sport that a lot of people don't talk about. 75 years into the sport, a lot of that early stuff isn't really talked about much. We talked about the 80s and the 90s and the growth of NASCAR. But if it wasn't for things that happened in the late 40s and 50s, we wouldn't have what we have today. So, and I value that. And I love looking this stuff up and bringing the information to you. I got a lot of plans in this off season. We are 87 days away from Daytona. So a lot of videos in NASCAR in the next 87 days. I can't wait to do them all. Just love looking into the history of the sport. So we are closing in on the Great American Race, Daytona 500. Can't wait to get there. Can't wait to watch all these races in 2024. Can't wait for the awards banquet next week. Happy holidays to all, as thank you very much for watching Robert Sports Show. Don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader, sports channel content.